Hey everybody, it's Craig from 9-Volt Games, and today I will be reviewing the game that I actually don't have on right now. What the hell's going on? Today I'm going to be reviewing KoFXIII 13. This is the new setup, by the way. It's one giant commercial for Xbox. It's ridiculous. I hate it. I hate the new dashboard. Please get rid of the new dashboard. Please, please. Alright, anyways. I'm out of breath. All I did was walk downstairs. I'm not even overweight. I don't understand what's going on. Okay. KoFXIII 13. I will be reviewing this today. Why will I be reviewing this? Well, simply because I like KoFXIII. Was disappointed by KoFXIII 12. Whoa! Whoa! This is the worst remote ever. Thank you. KoFXIII 12 was a little bit of a disappointment. However, KoFXIII 11 is actually one of my favorite fighting games of all time, and this one actually reminds me a bit more of Final Woo, KoFXIII 11. As many fighting game fans, if you do follow the story of 13, 13 is supposed to. I'm not prepared for this, but I'm not gonna edit it. 13 is supposed to be the end of the XIII saga. So I mean, what a way to go out, because they did improve on pretty much every single complaint that you had about KoFXIII 12, gone. The only thing that I will say, and is partially remedied, is that the online is still kind of shitty. But the online is crappy if you are going for a quick, you want a quick ranked match or whatever. If you're in player match, you can set your prerequisites to someone who has a connection like yours. I played Dan, and me and Dan have really great connections, and we live near each other, and it was flawless, pretty much. I mean, you had your online sputtering, but you have that in just about any game that you play online. But KoFXIII 12 online matchmaking right now is kind of shitty, and also with the matchmaking portion, I got matched up with someone who was way on a higher level than me. First match. I mean, I guess it's my fault for jumping into the game. First thing I did was go into a ranked match. But, I'm not the greatest at fighting games. Well, I thought I was great, and then Dan came along and completely obliterated me in pretty much every fighting game ever. Probably why I stick with Mortal Kombat so closely. He did destroy me in 13, so he probably should be doing this review. I don't even know why I'm doing it, but I think it's just because I like KoFXIII. But let's just go down the list. I won't do anything technical. I mean, if Dan wants to, because he actually really likes it, which is impressive that Dan likes KoFXIII. Because when I met Dan, he was, he'll play KoFXIII, he liked Capcom vs. SNK, but he never really, talked about KoFXIII. And he played 13 and just said it's amazing. Alright, let's go down the modes. The reason that I wanted to do this review in the first place is because other websites who reviewed the game said that there's no options, or, there's nothing behind this title that would make it stand out against any other ones. That's a complete load of fucking bullshit. Pardon my French. This game, right now, the modes are a carbon copy of Street Fighter, so I don't understand how you can say there's no modes. Alright, tutorial, which helps you to learn, your basic rolls, your drive cancels, your short jumps, your hops, everything. Everything about KoFXIII that you would need to get a little bit technical. Your EX moves, everything. Arcade, which is a staple of any fighting game. Arcade mode is where you basically do a ladder and, you go up with your selected team. It can be 1 player or 3v3, which is KoFXIII standard, 3v3. Story mode, which is the story, like I said, it's the end of the XIII saga. The last KoFXIII tournament starring him, which I just found out was a him. I always thought Ash was a girl, by the way. That looks like a girl. It's not. Versus mode, obvious, versus. Every fighting game needs to have a versus. Practice mode, which I saw somewhere, someone said no practice mode. Maybe you should download a little more than a demo. Xbox Live, which is your online modes. Replay, because you can save your online matches, like file share. Gallery, which is, your basic artwork unlocks. Mission, which is your mission modes. We'll go in here real quick. Time attack mode. Survival, which is where you basically just keep, let me read it. Keep fighting against CPU opponents until you run out of health. And then trial, you have trial modes just like Street Fighter. You go through and it gives you a bunch of basic combos and strings that they want you to do for each character. Each character has their own. Customize, you can customize the look of any character. your player data, which is nothing for me. I don't even want to show you. It's embarrassing. Marketplace, which is your DLC, and then your options. So, obviously, I'll just go into a versus real quick. Just show you what the game looks like. I'm not going to show you anything too flashy. If you watched me get my ass handed to me in King of Fighters 2006, then you understand what's going on. I do have a preset team in here. I'll just use them, even though I have Kula in there. I don't want to use her. I don't like her. I don't know why she's even on my team. But the game handles a lot better. It's a lot more fast-paced. You're going to load my profile? Alright. Online, it asks you, which is good, because actually I don't want to play as her. But I'll be obvious. Everybody likes Mai. I will use, you know what, I'll just use the whole girls team. Mai, King, and Yuri. I love Yuri. Yuri is my favorite character of this game. And for those who don't know King of Fighter characters, Yuri is the Shoto character. I know Ryo is too, but Yuri is almost exactly like, I'll show you her first. Yuri is almost exactly like, well, why can't I think of her name? Sakura in Street Fighter. In fact, that's what I think of when I see her anyways, but the game comes with a soundtrack, which, I mean, I guess is cool. I'm not going to go out of my way to listen to the King of Fighters 94 through 13 soundtrack, unless I'm going to a King of Fighters themed party. You know, you got your roles in here. If you are a pad player, I'm sorry. This is why I suck so bad, is because, I'll use this excuse. The 360 pad sucks for fighting games. We all know this. The only reason I made that look good is because the computer is, I swear to God, it's defaulted to easy. He didn't fight back. But yeah, that's the basic gist of the game. It looks amazing. Like, obviously it's got the pixelation like you're playing on an arcade cabinet. That was done purposely in the last game. These are just still sprites from the last game for characters who were actually in the last game. What am I doing? No! It's hard. I'm telling you, the pad sucks. This is definitely an arcade stick game. Or PS3. PS3 pad works 10 times better. For anybody who's wondering, no, there's no achievements for sweeping. Which you might know, King of Fighter players know that's sweeping an entire team with your first character. Yes, I did mean to do that. That's the short and skinny of the game. It plays just like a Capcom game. If any of you Capcom fans are like scared because, oh, it's King of Fighters, don't be. Hey, what'd I do? I got an achievement. Oh, special moves. I love this game. I love King of Fighters, and like I said, I was really disappointed by 12, and those of you who were disappointed by 12, man, it's okay. The game's good. Don't pay attention to these assholes who are giving it like mediocre scores. The game's amazing. It can definitely hold its own. Look around. People are giving this game Fighting Game of the Year. I mean, that's a bit excessive. That's a bit excessive because the game just came out, but really, it is up there. In my eyes, it's you know, Marvel vs. Capcom, Mortal Kombat, and King of Fighters, which are the contenders for Game of the Year for our awards. And King of Fighters, man, I would go as far as to call this a new IP because it's such a great reinvention. In fact, I was thinking about doing a Best Comeback category for Game of the Year. I'm not going to do that because I was just baiting for Mortal Kombat. But if I did do a best comeback, man, King of Fighters is definitely it. King of Fighters came back with like a force. Like, it took its beating at King of Fighters 12 and basically came back with a big, oh yeah, fuck you guys. Like, this is what we're about. And it was great. I mean, I think everybody should check it out. At least, you know, you got a Redbox around you, rent it. And I guarantee you're going to be like, shit, I'm going to go buy it. You know? But check it out. If you're a fan of fighters, you already have this game. Why are you watching this? Thank you guys for watching.